Welcome everybody to my talk about our work of the last 2 years that focused on the update behavior of system administrators. This work is joint work with my colleagues Maximilian Hering, Katharina Krompholz and Emanuel von Zetschwitz. Basically, we wanted to find out about risks and challenges that exist in the context of patching in companies. When we began this work, we already knew that patching is challenging for end users, and we asked ourselves, how does this look like for administrators that have to deal with a lot of machines, complex setups, and other stakeholders like the users and management? At the time, there was not much related work, so we came up with 4 research questions we wanted to investigate on a larger scale. The first focused on how the update process looks like for administrators, so what are the steps, discussion points, and common patterns. Second, we wanted to find out what issues and obstacles professional administrators are facing in their update routines. We also aimed at getting information about how administrators are informed about updates and which sources of information they use. And last, we were interested in the tools administrators use to manage system updates and if there is some room for improvement. After we proposed these questions, we began conducting semi-structured interviews to get a first understanding in the field. Therefore, we talked to 7 administrators of German companies about their update behavior. We came up with a codebook containing the phases we obtained with the according steps and obstacles that can occur in the corresponding phase. Basically, the process looked like this. First, there is an information phase where the administrators become somehow aware of the update, following a step where they decide and discuss the update with colleagues. Afterwards, they prepare the installation, for example, by creating backups or informing the users. Then, most administrators did some kind of testing of the update, either on test systems or a group of peer users, before rolling out the patch to all systems. In the end, there is a post-installation phase where they document or troubleshoot the patch. On the other hand, the obstacles we found can be categorized in organizational ones like complex and heterogeneous systems, or system-related ones like, for example, broken dependencies, amongst others. Using these results as a foundation, we wanted to quantify the findings and focused on the appearance of the obstacles to inform which points are the most challenging ones for administrators. Therefore, we conducted an online survey with 67 participants that were mainly located in Europe. We asked the participants to rate the frequency of specific events in the update process using a 5-point Likert scale ranging from 1, never, to 5, always. The results show that factors like introducing errors or preventing downtimes are bigger issues in the process than, for example, performance considerations. We also asked about the sources of information administrators use. Here we saw, for example, that 80% of the participants relied on online publication and news for retrieving information or becoming aware of an update. Up to date, there is not much research done in analyzing the current update process in complex environments such as companies. However, fortunately, while working on this topic, Lee and colleagues had the same idea and a similar approach in examining the problem space. They released their work last year on SOUPS, and we are happy to confirm many of their results with a different population and can provide some deeper insights which we discussed in our paper in more detail. We want to use their work and our work as a starting point for further investigation into the update topic, because there are a lot of areas that are very interesting to look at, like, for example, how administrators cope with missing information or how stakeholders like management can influence the process. To conclude, we contributed a mixed method study approach about how administrators apply updates in their working environment. We identified a process that is similar to related work and presented obstacles and their frequencies. Also, we found that administrators often rely on information that is not provided by the vendor, but by online media or their peers. And also, they use tools in various ways, from monitoring to the full automation of the patching process. Based on this, further research could investigate current established formal processes and evaluate their effectiveness in supporting timely updates or enhance the transfer of knowledge between administrators by providing a central contact platform where administrators can exchange their experiences. Thank you for listening, and we are happy to answer your questions.